Guys, please subscribe and help the channel get to 100,000 subscribers. Welcome to my FANS Wethu TV. It's the Pathway Premiership. Mamelodi Sundowns 3, Cape Town City 0. I'm joined by the double pivot itself, me.
Stibo Mamelodi
And Mr. Mutao.
Yeah.
Thanks, Stibo.
Yeah, what's it? Double pivot.
Yes.
Stibo.
The only fan with a PhD.
Obvious. Stibo Mamelodi. Let me go right into it. Whatever, I'm the only fan who's allowed to even talk about things even beyond football.
Yes.
By the way, this first 11 was not Mangoba Mngweti's selection. This was not Mangoba Mngweti's first 11. I'm the only fan who's allowed and who has the ability with a PhD view and eye to go into offices. No, it comes from Mamelodi Sundowns management. I know what I'm talking about.
I try.
If you check the previous games that he was playing, you could tell, you know his players, you know your Ricardo Coetzee, your Mudau, they are not his players. In fact, let me tell you, this was the best, for me, one of the best, almost so close to be that best 11. But you can tell that it comes from Mamelodi Sundowns management. It doesn't come from Mangoba Mngweti. I think my PhD and my wisdom allows me to go that deep into understanding that it was not his first 11. He's very stubborn, very arrogant. He would never have brought this first 11. Yeah, this starting 11. When I first saw it, honestly speaking, I was very worried from a Pirates perspective, because I was expecting him to bring those Diwali guys. You know, he likes to play. He likes to faking things like and behaving like an Indian. So I was hoping, honestly speaking, I was hoping that he was going to fake it, and I was very much disappointed that he didn't bring his 11.
Yes.
Yeah. When I saw. His first 11 from Kulisa Mudau, especially Kulisa Mudau, Obri Mudiba, his two centre back. I mean, I'm fit. For God's sake, Mtobi Mvala. For me, I mean, he's my best centre back. Together with Grand Kekan, especially when they're combining well,
the pair.
We are talking about Mzansi's best back four. What is the pride? What is the pride? The arrogancy, not to include
those players.
That's the national team's best four.
True.
I mean, for you to become that arrogant and stubborn, not to play them, you can tell that it doesn't come from him. But I'll tell you, I'll even get to the politics of that.
Yes.
Actually, Obas, Maela.
Yes.
I mean, Maema.
Yes.
Together with Reynas, who played. Let me tell you, the reason why Shalulile shined the way he shined is because of Reynas. He's very smart. I'll tell you, but you need a PhD to understand him. He was dropping deep to collect play and really plays the likes of your Shalulile and allowed Shalulile to become that typical striker who Shalulile is not your kind of striker that would play more of the ball, but he's the kind of striker that would rely on space. Kenya Bolo on space, Kenya Bolo in between defenders, he will give you goals. That's how he played today. He doesn't need many touches. That's why Batubabangobam define her as Nkomo. He's not an Nkomo. He is that player who relies on certain players. He's a typical striker. He's very lethal. He can score goals. And let me tell you, Reynas can be very important to Mamelodi Sundowns into assisting Shalulile for them to get goals. You understand what I'm trying to say? But let me tell you, there was a player who just bought a Viano, who was not there in the middle of the park. And that Viano, you might think Kibu Fela, it does play a role into him being excluded into this team.
What?
But anyway, you need a PhD understanding to understand.
Why
the politics.
PhD? No. Why?
No, it's not. Okay, is it rumor?
Rena. Remove for the football. For start. Yeah, it's a whole PhD. No. And yes, at the same time. Mara. Until one for sure.
Yes.
Shushan Piano, there's a lot of questions. Hey, my pirate, my him, this and this. Piano Yarena. Back to you.
PhD.
Thank you. I thought he was going to say something very substantial, but anyway, let's leave it because it does play a role. Remember, even Mthobi Mvala really bought it also, and you ask yourself, why does one of the best centre backs in the world not there? Yes, why does a player that is able to be recognized by the national team coach, it tells you how many teams do we have in this country for him to be selected. Remember, I told you, it is very important that players remember, when you are selected at Bafana, you become an international player.
Yes.
He's internationally acclaimed. He's an international player. Mthobi Mvala. Grant Kekan is an international player. Khuliso Mudau, international player. Mudiba, international player.
Yes.
Mokoena, international player.
Yes.
Shalulile, international player.
Yes.
How dare do you bench international player on a local match?
Hey.
So how this tar road, this base, lily base, it comes whenever you see the last phase, there's a deeper things behind or beyond the grounds. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? I told you, Mamelodi Sundowns, a typical Orlando Pirates fan, a guy coacher. But if let me tell you again, let me be very controversial because I can be. When I don't even need to come here. I've got a PhD. I can get inside the offices. when Rulani Mokoena was here, and players were questioned, there was a division. And it seems now Jacob Zuma, or the president at the helm now, Mangoba Mniti, he had his cabinet, and he has many players to please. Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Yes.
It means he bought votes. Subconsciously, he captured players. Subconsciously, to say that's why he always says that everyone will fight for their positions. Doesn't make football sense. Ronwen will never fight for his position. It's given, it's his position. Those players that I've mentioned now, they don't fight for. Ribeiro will never fight for his position. It is his position. It's for other players to come into the party and gel into the team. Khuliso Mudau won't fight for his position too. Those players, Mokoena, he's a dead ball specialist. He can give you goals. Remember, let me tell you, because I've got a PhD. You know what he did, Mokoena, last game? When he was not played.
No.
He made sure that he just simplified football. I was there in Nagrikopulukwan, I could see him. He made sure that he just plays basic football. He didn't give the same performance that he gave at Bafana, where he scored 2 goals and made and had a point to prove. But here he was trying to play smart because they started him at the bench, where he was not happy. He's not a bench warmer. He is the warmer Mokoena. We are talking about a player who's worth a value of 100 million rand. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So I don't want to mislead people and be talking about higher things beyond this. I mean, my 7-year-old Bukhari can select Mamelodi Sundowns first 11. So why would I come here and talk about things that are out? I know, okay, so what he did, Mokoena, in the last game, he just didn't want to carry the team. You understand? He didn't want the team to win because he could make the whole team play. But he understood that this guy needs me when he's failing. And once he has made it, he will drop me. You understand what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So even with the likes of Themba Zwane then understood that this guy's idea is to drop me. But when he needs me, you know what he does? He takes you and uses you, and when the team is gelling, he puts you down. And players are not stupid. Players are not stupid. They can tell that this one, he's using me to gain momentum. Once I gain momentum, he will then put his players, because he's got his players. It's only me in the world who can tell you this. So this is what happens. You understand? We can try and analyze. I know they played a very good football, but I just want to give you the deeper aspect of this game. You understand? Remember, Topim Tsipe has got a license of coaching, by the way. He just got a license. So he's got a small understanding, obviously, with Fleming back, understanding the politics of football and football in general. And this is what happened here. But I like the fact that they won today. I'm speaking from an Orlando Pirates perspective, from an Orlando Pirates fans perspective rather. But what I'm trying to say is, they know that once they perform, Shalulile is his player, Kosia is his player, but they know certain players that once they start performing, he will dish them. You understand? And what I like I was saying, from an Orlando Pirates fan, here's my thinking. I want them to win, to lose, and draw. And I want them to keep Mangoba Mnit. Because I know that Mangoba Mnit, even now when he changed players, he was trying to introduce his players because they were leading. Now he's introducing his future players. So I need him to keep on dividing this team to win, lose, and draw. As Orlando Pirates continuously wins games, there's no need, Steve, to break a house that is already in order. Introduce the house chronologically. I don't want to refer to Orlando Pirates because, like I said, Orlando Pirates has had Yonkota. It's not like Jose Rivero didn't see them. He had new players at Orlando Pirates. But you know how we started? We started with our first 11 from last season. And then we are slowly introducing players into the team. You cannot there's no bench that qualifies Mukwena to sit down here. There's no bench here. I mean, we're talking about a player who can create something out of nothing. He has proven that. But anyway, they are going to play. Congratulations to Mamelodi Sundowns management. I don't have to go into their office. Like I said, I know there's drama here. But again, they are facing Nabi. Nabi, let me tell you something about Nabi. He's very special. When I was here, I heard people busy clapping, rejoicing and stuff. You hardly find Sundowns supporters Baminya. Ne Baminya la yo so ba qadile lo minyela team tse nyane bo Chiefs. O shapo matso. They were busy clapping hands. Hey, my guess. I mean, can you imagine 400,000 volts on Kaizer Chiefs? I understand that work up power training. It's sharper. The next time Jonong Chiefs was being scored the second goal, everyone was clapping hands. Magasi. But I was not watching that game. I was watching this one. But the fighting of Nabi, let me tell you, Nabi's got phobia of losing. He's very allergic to losing. They've got a coach there, a coach who gets scored 2 goals and make a comeback within a blink of an eye. Because I thought Chiefs were scoring 1 and then they scored 2. They might take it as a draw, but this thing is deeper than a draw. Because remember, Stibo, a man who has a 4-room house could have achieved more than the one who's in a double-story house. It just depends on where you come from. We are talking about a man who was able to make a draw. That's very deep. Sometimes, if you've got a PhD understanding, you can even call it a win. Today? Yes, because he doesn't want to lose. And he can see that the league is going somewhere in Orlando. And he wants to be there. He's showing us that, no, I'm here. And Kaizer Chiefs need such a coach. Sometimes, it's a matter of how well you rise after falling. It's not really about winning at times. You understand? Because remember, we are talking about a coach whom is his first season. So I want to talk to those neighbors of mine who make the loudest noise more than any other supporters. That Nabi is really cooking and he's really a good chef. We need to be careful of him. And if Mamelodi Sundowns think they're going to play a very weak Kaizer Chiefs, we're going to see beautiful football, and I hope the best team wins in terms of Saturday's game.
Man of the match?
Man of the match, Waka, in Chaka. I'd like to give it to Reyners because it took such a PhD eye to see him. I know Rauka Vitaba 20, they'll never even mention him.
Not even one said.
Yeah, he's a world-class player.
Yes, boy. Anything to say, Mr. Mdao?
For me, Steve, today, Sundowns has got everything. The problem that is shooting is only the coach. They don't have the coach.
Mangoba?
It's not the coach.
He's a what?
It's not the coach. So as PhD says, yeah. So this first 11 for Sundowns for today is not my Mangoba selection. it's a management selection.
Yes.
So, come December or January next year, I see Benny McCarthy coaching this team.
Hey.
I see Benny McCarthy coaching this team. Mangoba, he can't survive.
He'll be
because
gone.
Today, Peter Shalulule, he saved his job.
Today,
Shalulule, he saved his job. Yes. If you listen to the preview,
yes,
when we were starting here, they were doing the preview before the game.
Yeah.
All fans for Sundowns. They said no. If today he lost, he's gone.
Yo.
So Peter Shalulule today he saved Mangoba's job, but Mangoba's future at Sundowns is limited.
Hey.
I see Ben McCarthy.
And we're very much apologetic. We are not apologetic. Orlando Pirates is still number one. We will be number one until the periphery of the league.
Good boy.
Yes. And Aratuang.